While South Lebanon is being pounded by Israeli strikes, the population flees the smoldering rubble. On the road towards the north of the country, tens of thousands of hastily loaded cars signal a mass exodus. This woman, who drove all night with her family, is in a state of shock.
I don't know what to say. There's nothing to say. Everyone's leaving.
The Israelis are sparing no one. They're criminals. They love blood.
After being stuck in traffic for hours, many engines have overheated. Khalid's minibus broke down.
We can't fix it, it's too short.
We've been here since 4 o'clock in the morning. I can't find a mechanic.
On the bus, many passengers are traumatized by what they have seen.
I saw bombs on the road and charred cars. I feel destroyed inside. It's very hard.
While the driver tries to start the bus, thousands of other vehicles continue their journey towards Beirut. Arriving in the Lebanese capital, many have nowhere to go. Entire families wander the streets with their few belongings. Some sleep on the ground. By the sea, others now live in their cars. Among them is 12-year-old Fatme Aloul with her mother and cousins.
Give them a kiss. Come on. At home, all the glass exploded. We have no more windows.
What did you see?
Every day we hear sonic booms. They're shelling us. Right now they're bombing.
Just like the children, the adults are in shock.
We've been on the road for 5 days with my kids. We're traumatized. We've escaped death more than 5 times. I've been going from place to place. You can't imagine what I feel. I can't stand on my legs anymore.
In the middle of the chaos, many Syrian refugees have also been forced onto the streets. Roughly 1.5 million Syrians have settled in Lebanon since 2011 to escape the war and brutality of the Bashar al-Assad regime. Once again surrounded by violence, Abed Hammoud is trying to send his family back to Aleppo.
We have nothing. All our clothes stayed there. We only took medicines and important papers. Open the bag, show them.
I brought some bread. And here are the jackets the children were wearing.
Here are the papers.
The children's civil status, my blood pressure medicine. If someone could help us pay the journey, we would like to go back to our country. It's safer than here.
Without any money, the Hammouds hope to find a bus that will take them to the border for free. For 21-year-old Abed, this will mean saying goodbye to all his loved ones.
I'm trying to send my family back, at least my parents, and then I'll stay here. What else can I do? I can't go back to Syria. I'll be drafted by the army and military service will be at least 10 years.
According to the United Nations, more than 300,000 people have left Lebanon for Syria in recent days. For those remaining, the authorities have opened up schools to shelter people. Over the hills of Chamoun, half an hour south of Beirut, this high school has already taken in more than 600 people, including 185 children. Headmistress Alia Sayer Abu Sharaf has set up an improvised crisis center.
We have chocolate for the little ones because children love chocolate. Very important, the cleaning products. It'll be a disaster if we don't keep the place clean. People are bringing us all this. Come and see. Here we have medicine, baby formula, diapers, tissues, and of course food and beverages.
The school is trying its best to meet the basic needs of the internally displaced and to occupy the children with games.
Don't forget that these kids just escaped airstrikes, warplanes, destruction. The least we can do is cheer them up. It's psychological support. The situation is very difficult. You know, it's very hard for people to leave their homes. It's heavy psychologically.
Hassan Madi has just arrived with his wife and 4 children.
Tell them how it was, how we struggled, how we went 4 days without food or water.
While Israel claims to only strike military targets and Hezbollah's weapons, Hassan can't erase the sight of his massacred neighbors.
I was part of those who cleaned the bodies of victims yesterday, civilians. There was a family of 8, and they'd been blown to pieces. I'm sure, absolutely sure they were not hiding anything. I went down to their basement and they had nothing at their place. They were civilians. They were sitting having breakfast. I'm telling you, I can still see them before my eyes. Honestly, the whole world is against us. There's no one to support us.
Like over 1 million people displaced across Lebanon, Hassan fears he will never be able to go back home. And as the conflict escalates even further, he doesn't understand the lack of response from the international community.